This video tutorial will demonstrate how to add a Scrum activity in Empire Suite. First, log into your account. Go to the project main menu. On the left-hand side, go to the Activities submenu. You will see the Scrum Workflow Dashboard update to show the respectively assigned activities. Select the Create a Template menu. Define new activity type. Attaching a task list to the standard activity type is not required. If users create a standard activity type without assigning task lists or tasks to this item, the system will automatically generate a task list or task and assign it to that activity. However, it is considered best practice. Go to the Standard Task submenu under the Project main menu. The system defaults to not allow users to set up task list. The first thing to do is to go to the Administration main menu to allow for this. Go to the Company submenu and select the Entry Requirement submenu. Turn on these options and save them. Now go to the Project main menu and select Add New Task List. Add a new task list. Call it Development. Click Save. Click the plus sign to add a new task list. Call it Documentation, and then click Save. We've just created two new task lists. Now, create a new task and assign it under the task list named Bug. Name the task C# and click Save. Now, create another new task and assign it under the task list Documentation. Name the task Design Document and click Save. Now you have two task lists in the system, and you can go back to the template. Click on Bug and pick a task list. Select Development C# from the task list. Now do the same for Development and for this activity type, except select Documentation Design Document. Then click Save. So now these activity types are configured to have task lists. This is important because you can post time against those task lists. Now we will discuss how to create a workflow, add steps, and define step fields in Empire Suite. Go to the Project main menu. Go to Activities. Here is where you create the Scrum workflow. Select the Scrum Workflow main menu. Click the Add Scrum Workflow button. Let's call it a video workflow. Click Save. Now you have the video workflow option to select from the drop-down menu. Add a step to that workflow. Let's call the first step Create Script. You have the option of assigning it to the project manager or to the activity creator. So when a user automatically moves something to this step, it will automatically set it to that person. If it is left blank, then the activity owner will not change. Let's call the next step Produce Video. Let's assign this step to the actual user using the drop-down menu. Let's call this final step Video Approval. Assign it to the project manager. It's best practice to set the sprint view to none and workflow view to standard. Now you can see these steps in the backlog. Backlog is where you store intended activities, ideas, what have you. Everyone can contribute to the backlog, but eventually it's the Scrum Master who manages them. As you complete items, you can enter time using the menu icon on the Scrum activity. You can drag the activity and it becomes part of the workflow. Once you complete the activity, you can see how it moves to the next step until it completes the workflow. You can assign a project manager to the activity by selecting the person and dragging it over to the person under the team menu. Now there is a project manager assigned. When I go back to activities, I can reassign project managers within the activity. The activity moves from step to step and gets reassigned depending on who we assign it to. This concludes the tutorial on how to add a Scrum activity and create a workflow, add steps, and define fields in Empire Suite.